Today, we're going to talk about quadratic systems. So when we think of quadratic systems, think of systems of equations. Just instead of having two linear lines, we're going to have a quadratic line and a linear line. So I have three examples written at the bottom. For most of them, it's like the first example where our line is going to cross our parabola at 2 points. However, there are certain cases where it'll only cross the parabola once, or it never intersects. However, we use these systems in order to solve to figure out what those points are where they intersect. So typically, if you don't have any points at all, how we solve is we substitute the linear equation into the quadratic equation and then solve for your x values, and then plug those in back into the linear equation to solve what those are. Today's assignments are going to be a little bit simpler than that because it's going to give you at least one of the points where they intersect. So here I have a linear equation and a quadratic equation. I know one of the points where they intersect is at -2, +2. I'm going to take that point and I'm going to take the y value, which is 2, and I'm going to set that y value equal to the equation. I'm doing this because I know with parabolas or quadratics, there's normally two numbers that can equal that x value. So I'm going to just solve the equation like normal for x. Ooh, ran out of room. Okay, and I end up getting 1 equals x plus 1 squared, and then I find the square root. The square root of 1 is plus or minus 1, equals x plus 1. So I'm going to solve that equation for two cases. I'm going to have x plus 1 equals +1, and x plus 1 equals -1. In the first instance, x will equal 0. In the second, x will equal -2. So I can see from my point, I already have this one worked out. The one that I don't have worked out is x equals 0. So I'm going to take that number and plug it into my linear equation. So I know that the second point has a y value of 4 and an x value of 0. So my 2 points are -2, 2, and 4, 0.